in the middle of implementing this capability now, been on that journey for some time.
Yes,
You
we
all
have.
were very aggressive going out into the cloud, et cetera. Tell us how the journey is going as far as laying this architecture down.
Yeah, we started in zero trust quite a while ago, actually, before 2019, and long before the EO. Primarily because, as you pointed out, our heavy cloud presence forced us to realize that we had to do identity, we had to do asset management, we had to do all of it differently. Cloud drives that point home quite nicely and usually in epic ways. And so some hard lessons we learned doing that. We quickly realized that we needed a different approach to how we were going to do things. And so in our 2019, end of 2019, early 2020 strategic plan for cybersecurity, we built in the zero trust model. We included it in there. We even called it zero trust, which I'm certainly not the fan of. If I can get my friends at NIST to change the zero trust name, I will gladly pay for that. But that all being said, yeah, we started very early because we needed to deal with our cloud assets in a better way. We needed to be able to better, this isn't about no trust, what zero trust implies. It's actually about very granular trust at the very, at asset level. So, really talking about asset trust and how those things interact and how your assets interact with one another, regardless of what that asset is. It could be data, it could be, a person, it could be a laptop, it could be a server, it could be a virtualized environment. All these different assets interact and how that trust levels work, and how trust works at those varying levels became very critical for us. So we started early on, and we also realized very quickly that identity was the key turning point here. If we didn't get that right out the gate, anything we did after that built upon it was just meaningless. And we extended our understanding of what identity was not just a user logging in with single sign-on. It was far more than that. It is of course the role-based access. You needed that, but it's even more so than that because you had to extend. Most of the time, people just apply role-based access to the users. You have to start applying to all your assets. You've got to understand the geography of your assets. You have to understand how they interact, when it's okay not to interact, and how those interactions are impacting your overall kind of trust enterprise. And so we did things like deploying a secrets management solution. We knew we had to manage our secrets well, and we had to do it in an automated fashion. We're in the process actually of automating a good portion of our certificate management as well. Because that, again, it's part of your identity infrastructure. You need to be able to have that locked down and solid, or you're simply just not going to get very far. And then I think the final piece, which we really started focusing heavily on, probably in 2018, but more recently in the last couple of years, is the security automation side of it. None of this is going to be done by humans on a very granular level. This is all going to be done by automation. And so getting your automated infrastructure in place, getting your tool sets in place that help you control that, watch that, and oversee it, and most importantly, provide the feedback loop that ensures that your perception of the security of your enterprise meets the reality of the security of your enterprise. And that delta is probably the most important thing that you do as you go through this journey. And the last thing I think we've spent a lot of time on, at least I have, is helping my leadership at all levels understand that the zero trust is not a project. It's not something we're going to do and be done. Zero trust is going to be with us forever. It's going to become more program level in the sense that it'll always be with us. We're always going to be talking about it. If it's done correctly, we will still be dealing with zero trust principles well into the future because it's an architect. It's the way you build your entire organization. So clearly, it's not going away. So it's not a one and done. It's not a, oh, here, deploy this tool and you're good to go. This is going to be an ongoing effort that we'll all be engaged on. So, helping my leadership understand that, I think is really critical to success as well.